Hey, good morning, family. Good morning, God's people. So thankful that you were here. So thankful to everyone who was following along and supporting me in this journey, in this mission, in this higher calling. I'm telling my story in 100 parts. Just my testimony of the goodness of the Lord, His faithfulness throughout my life, how He's been there when I didn't know that He was, how He's been protecting me, how He's always had a plan, and how He worked it out even through the enemy's schemes and his plans and plots to destroy me. The Lord has been faithful and will continue to be faithful. And so I want to kind of talk today about my time as a junior and senior in high school, beginning to leave my parents' house and go into manhood, plot my own course, and a lot of things at that time in my life that I had hidden, been dishonest about, started to come to light. Namely, the girlfriend that I had at the time, who I was very much in love with, discovered that I had been unfaithful and that I wasn't the man that I was portraying to be, and ended that relationship. I remember how hard that was on me to lose what I considered my first love at that time. I wrecked my truck that my father had purchased for me, that I loved, and I was dishonest about it. I told a mistruth and a lie about the how that accident happened, actually blaming it on a friend of mine. Also, I made a complete fool of myself at my brother's wedding, just embarrassing my family, embarrassing myself, embarrassing my father. Some things started coming out and being evident, apparent in my life that I couldn't hide anymore. Also, a really good friend of mine from our wrestling team was involved in a car accident, a drunken car accident, and died right in front of my face. I was in the car behind him, and this was after we left a gathering where there was some drinking going on, some teenage drinking going on, and we convinced him that he was okay to drive, and that did not end up being the case, and unfortunately he lost his life in that crash. And so a lot of things started to surface and to gain the attention of my parental figures, my parents, my mother, my father, my pastor at the time, my coaches, that just this person that Marcus was portraying to be, or that we had thought he was, the evidence is showing that he wasn't living that life or fulfilling those things. And I just remember how I felt the walls were closing in on me, and that that the truth was coming to light, and that was the last thing that I wanted at that time. I can honestly say today, the truth is the thing that I run towards the most, that I want. I want to live in the light. I want to be a creature of the light, because I want the things that are in me that are not pleasing to the Lord to be exposed. But at that time, that was not the case. I didn't want some of my deepest and darkest secrets to be outed, and that's what happened. I remember just as things were starting to close in on me, I graduated high school, and I enlisted in the Army. I had enlisted my junior year, so I knew that I was going, and I felt, almost a break, like I got to escape, like before a lot of before I had to answer to a lot of these things that I ran. And in my opinion, in my position, like, I would much rather be under the control and under the discipline of the United States Army and the drill sergeants and the commanders than to have to answer to my close friends and family who were starting to put eyes on me and ask some really tough questions. And so I enlisted in the Army right after high school, and I began the journey of being a man and figuring out what life is like, not under the care of a loving father.